Oh, it's hot today. It's heavy, too. It's a relief to get back home again. Oh.
Oh, I say, there's Mr. Hector with the shopping.
I wonder why he's ringing the bell when the gate's already in.
Because he likes to hear it ringing.
There, ladies, I brought you everything you asked me to get.
Oh, right. Put your bag down on the chair, then, Hector.
It is nice of you to do the shopping.
Oh, I'm worn out.
I don't understand why you walked into town. Why on earth didn't you go in your car, Hector?
Oh, really, Zaza? Stop talking nonsense. You know as well as I do we turned the car into a fire engine.
Oh, yes.
And although you may not have noticed it, people aren't in the habit of going shopping in fire engines.
You're right there.
I say, Hector, where are the scissors I asked you to buy?
The scissors?
Yes, the scissors.
Aren't they there?
I can't see them.
No, I must have forgotten them then.
And where's my notepaper, Mr. Hector? Didn't you get me the writing paper?
What? Did you ask for writing paper?
Oh, yes, Mr. Hector. And I even mentioned it 3 times. I said to you, Mr. Hector, now then, don't forget my writing paper.
You sure?
I'm absolutely sure, Mr. Hector.
Yes, I heard
I
her.
don't remember a thing about it now.
I'm sorry, Hector, but you'll have to go back to town again.
Yes, tomorrow.
If you don't use your head, Mr. Hector, you have to use your legs.
Don't use your head? What's that supposed to mean, then?
Oh, well done, Hector.
It was only a way of saying you've got a bad memory.
I've got a bad memory?
Of course.
I don't know how you've got the nerve to say a thing like that. And just to prove how wrong you are, I'm going to recite a poem I know from start to finish. I
dear.
wandered lonely as a cloud that
Right,
floats
that's
on...
fine, Hector. You win. You've got a good memory. You've proved
Do you agree with her?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
That's good. I'm very glad to hear it, dear ladies. I'll just take my hat off first.
He knows it
I
all
wandered
by
lonely as a
heart.
cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, and all at once I saw a crowd of...
Well, Hector?
What's wrong?
What about your hat, Hector?
What about it?
I thought you said you were going to take it off.
Yes, I did.
Well, it's still on your head, Hector.
Yes, it's still on your head, Mr.
Oh,
Hector.
yes, so it is. So I forgot to take my hat off. What's that matter? Could happen to anyone. I have to think of everything in this house. Not surprising I forget a few things, is it?
You need a forget-me-not, Mr. Hector.
Forget-me-not? What on earth's that, a forget-me-not?
Have you got a handkerchief, Hector?
Yes, of course.
Right, give it to me.
I never forget my hanky.
Mr. Hector's got a good memory.
Please, Mrs. Frog, I can do without that. It's time you stopped teasing me.
There, Hector. There's your forget-me-not.
That's a forget-me-not?
Well, yes. I've made a knot in your hanky so you won't forget that you've got to go shopping again tomorrow.
So now, when you take out your handkerchief, you'll see the knot and know that you've got to do the shopping tomorrow.
Yes, this knot will certainly remind me. This forget-me-not's a good idea.
Come on, Kiki. Hector? Hector?
Yes, what?
Don't you remember saying you'd mend my basket?
Oh, yes, you're right. I'd forgotten that.
You can't remember everything, Mr. Hector.
Oh, yes. From now on, I can assure you I'm going to remember everything. I'm going to make a lot of forget-me-nots and put them all over the place. You wait and see.
If you give me your hanky, Mr. Hector, I'll tie a knot in it for you.
No, don't bother. I've got a better system. If you could just hold that for me, Zaza.
Oh, yes.
And could you come over here, Mrs. Frog?
Yes,
Take a
yes.
label out of that box and follow me. First of all, I'm going to put a label on this briar rose to remind me it needs pruning.
Oh, yeah. There.
Good. Right. I'll put another here on the front gate
Oh,
to remind me to oil it. Keep squeaking.
yeah.
That's good. Now then, let's see what's next. Oh, the bell. Label that. We need a new bell pull.
Oh, yes.
Now, whenever we see something that needs attending to, we just put a label on it.
There, Kiki.
There.
Paint my kennel. There. Green fly spray. There.
Oh, that's a good idea.
There.
Tidy my drawers.
Oh, yes.
Mend the wheelbarrow. Unlock the watering can. Pick the pears.
And above all, don't forget to put the ladder back.
Etc., etc., etc. And a forget-me-not here and a forget-me-not there. I'm not sure it's such a good idea.
Oh, and why's that, Mr. Hector?
Just have a look round, that's all. We've put these forget-me-nots everywhere. I have to remember this, I have to remember that. I mustn't forget about this, mustn't forget about that.
Oh, but Hector, old chap, that's why these forget-me-nots are so useful.
Yes, and if this is how it all ends, I'd much rather I didn't remember anything at all.
Oh, Mr. Hector.
Because when I think of all the things I've got to do, I just get depressed.
Oh.
And I'd rather go to bed, so good night.
Oh, but Hector, isn't there something else you've forgotten?
Yes, I'm awfully sorry. I nearly forgot to say it to you. I'm a great big old Hector saying good night.